Okay, I welcome you all once again to iSoft Original, and this is iSoft Developers Company. We are taking you through this school management software in VB.net. When I talk of VB.net, VB.net is a language, Visual Basic, which is .NET framework components. Yes, iSoft Original is my name, as I said earlier on. As you can see on your screen, iSoft Developers is the company bringing these lessons to you. This is the introduction to the system. So we will take our time and describe, or let's say explain, a lot of things for you to understand. One, someone will say that what is Visual Studio, what is VB.net, or what is Visual Studio as a whole. Visual Studio is a software which handles a couple of languages like VB.net, Python, Java, C++, C Sharp, F Sharp, a lot of languages, and is very unique software. The same thing applies to other softwares out there, but I'll not be talking of that because we're going to basically using Visual Studio for this project. Before I get started, if you are now becoming a programmer, there will be some challenges you will be facing. Someone will be saying that Python, Java, PHP, C++, C Sharp, F Sharp, VB.net, which one should I use, or which one should I go in for, or which one is the best, or what is the best language to use as a programmer? Well, the answer is we don't have the best language, but to get a best language or to get a best section for your programming depends on how you use your language. Example, iSoft Original is a fan of VB.net. That means I see the VB.net to become a professional language to me, depending on how I use it, and is very, very important. So don't let someone discourage you that C Sharp is the best, F Sharp is the best, Java is the best, Python is the best, C++ is the best. No. Let you yourself decide for yourself, depending on what you can do with a language. Now, bear in mind that what JavaScript can do, or what Java can do, VB.net can do the same thing with the same functionalities. What Python, C Sharp, F Sharp, what they can do, all the languages can do it the same thing exactly, depending on how you want the system to work and how you understand the codes is very, very important. Now let's get back to the introduction of this school management software in VB.net. Now, introduction to the project. The project is going to help us to get access to these process at an easy task. Now, what will be the features of the system? A lot of people will be wondering what are the features of the system, although we won't be listing all the features, but the major features are what we are going to talk about. One is the security system. When we talk of the security system, I mean the login system, the signing in, the signing up, the signing out, forget password, recover password. That is the security system. That is one. When we talk of the second one, inserting data, putting data into one container and storing it. Let's say putting data into one container is called inserting data. Now let's see the third one, storing data. After you have put in all the data into a one container, you just store the data in a particular place. That is the database system. Now the fourth is generating reports. We will be creating a system which will help us to generate reports I talk of the student report. That is very, very awesome and very, very important. Last but not the least, the printing report. We will we will add a feature which will help us to print the report, and that also is very, very important. Now let's move to the next one. When we talk of the security system, we have the login section here. After the login, you go to recovery, because when you log in, you are good to go. The first thing you will see is the login. Also, you will see recovery. Also, you will see recovery at the login system. So when you forgot your password, you quickly click on recovery, then you will recover your password. Now, when you recover your password or not, you will logged in. When only you add the correct credentials to the system. After that, when you are logged in, you can change your password when you are logged in. And last but not the least, you can log out when you are logged in. So this concerns the security system we are talking about. Now let's see some explanations we've given to this system. One, when we talk of login window, that is the first one. This section provides you some space to secure your software from bad people, unauthorized person, scammers and hackers. Indeed, it is very important. Only you can secure your software, and only you can get access to it so far as you have the details to your system. The second one is recover password when lost. This section allows the administrator to recover their account details when lost or forgotten at any point in time. So that is how the recovery system works, which is the recovery. And then we talk of the third one, get access to the system. Getting access to the system, let's see the explanation we have here. After giving all the correct details to the system will allow you to get full access to the system, which means you have successfully logged in into the system, and that is another feature which is awesome. So that is the logged in. Now let's see the change password when logged in. This section is also this section also allows the user or admin once to change his or her login details like password and username when logged in into the system. So as I was saying, when you are being able to log in into the system, you can change your password there. All right, now logout. When we talk of the logout system, the system also provides you another section to log out from the system when it's not in use, to prevent insecurity. So when the system is not in use, the login security or the logout security will help you to secure your system when it's inactive, right? Or when it's not in use. Let's say you just left your system running, you don't want to close it, you just left your system running and then you went out. The system is still there, you have your data, everything in public. So before you go anywhere, you just log out, but you won't be closing the software. Then you just go by your way. So when you return, you just input your details, then you get back. That is how the logout system works. So when we talk about the security system, that is how it works. Now let's move on to inserting data. When we talk of inserting data, this is an example of how the inserting data works. Now we have a table here. Now from here we have the ID number, the name, the age, the class address. These are the details we're going to use for the tutorial or the lessons. I forgot to add image to this project, but don't worry, we will be adding image to this project. Now we have the number. As you can see, ID number is auto increment, so it will be increasing it by 1 itself. And then we have the name. I have added test name 1, test name 2, test name. As you can see the details here, we have the age, we have the class, and then we have the address. Now how does this system work? Let's see how it works. Already you have the details. which is this: you get the details of the person, you add the details to the system, then you save the details to the database by transferring it to your database. That is how it works. That is how inserting data into the database system works. Now let's see the storage data, or let's see the storing data. Example of how the storing data works. Now after you've gotten the data, you need to process it. The process means you need to add some codes to the back end for the save button to process, or to pass through some process to send the data to the database. So after processing, it will send to database to store your details which you got here into your database system. So store in database. That is how the data storing the database works. Now let's move to the next one. Now this is generating reports. Example of how to generate reports. Now this is some basic steps I want to use to explain for you to get an understanding. Now this red guy is the student, and these are the subjects the student holds. I have added only 3 subjects here because it's a presentation project. Now let's see mathematics. That is class score, total score. English, class score, total score. Science, class score, total score. This is not going to be the same thing we're going to do in the project, but I just want to show you the scenario of how this system works. Alright, so maths will get a class score and at the same time total score. And English will get a class score at the same time total score. Science will get a class score at the same time total score. Let's move to the next one. Now this is the printing report, right? When we talk of printing the report, we will be printing the report of the system or the school, the student, when we are done, right? Or at every examination section we will print a report, right? Good. Now you need to add your school name, your post box, student name and class, subject, score 1, score 2, score 3, anyhow you want to do it, promoted to, attendance, school reopens, blah blah blah, 20 with a year. So that is how the printing report works. And then let's come to the UI design. This is how our login, let's say example of the login system or the security UI checkpoint. When we talk of a UI is the design of the system, the interface development of the system. So this is a simple design I have done for the security checkpoint. When I talk of the login system, we have the username, password, login and cancel, but that is not the only thing we're going to add. We're going to add some restrictions to this system. When someone's got the username and password wrong for 4 times or 5 times, the system should tell the person that you are not the correct guy to enter into this system, so I'm sorry, I need to close by myself. We're going to add all these features to the system, and that is absolutely going to work perfectly fine. Now after this, we build all UI designs, which is called the front end. We build all the UI designs, which is called the front end. After that, we go to the back end, all coding. We do all the coding, then we are done. All right, we will end here for this lesson, and that is the presentation for this school management system. This school management system in VB.NET software. My name still remains Ikesoft Original, and you can call me Ikesoft the One. My real name is Duamankwa Isaac, but Ikesoft is my branded name. You see, not to lose anything, I advise you to visit YouTube and search for Ikesoft Original and subscribe to my YouTube channel. It is very important because all these videos will be updated privately there, where you will be getting access to those videos for your own benefit anytime you think of learning on my platform. Also, I have a lot of videos there which will really help you a lot in programming, I mean in general programming. Until we meet again on our first lesson, which is creating our first UI or launching our software and looking at some things of how the software works. Until we meet again, Ikesoft Original is out. Adios.